Hey, Darcee Oliva here. So some of you may have noticed that you had a neighbor on Fireside Lane who recently moved, but you may not have known the really cool story behind it. So your neighbor had reached out to me because they were interested in buying a home out in Orem area that they really liked. They felt like it would fit well for their family and their needs, but they had their own home to sell first. So they had me come meet with them, give them ideas of how we could do this, how we could write up an offer, how we could get their house listed within a week, and all the things that would need to happen in order for that to happen. We also explained that getting an offer accepted when you have a home to sell is a little bit trickier, so we kind of walked through those steps. Well, we submitted an offer. The interesting thing that happened is the sellers in Orem, they also were trying to buy a house. But what we didn't know is they were trying to buy a house in Twilla. So that was kind of interesting. So in order for them to accept our offer, not only would my clients have to sell their home, but they would have to sell, the people in Orem would have to sell their home in order to buy the home in Twilla. So it was going to be a lot of moving pieces that all had to work perfectly together, which can be a little tricky. It's possible, but it can be tricky. So instead, what we did, the seller's agent reached out to me and said, "Hey, look, we know the address of the home that you need to sell, and we looked at the past pictures of when it was listed previously, and it actually fits their client's needs perfectly." And they were like, "What if we just did a house swap?" Meaning the Orem people are going to buy the house in Stansbury, the Stansbury people are going to buy the house in Orem. Now, the nice thing about this is it's easier. We don't have to worry about their home selling versus their home selling, them being able to buy another home. Like everything would work together. It would be two separate transactions just with all the same parties. So I talked to my clients. The sellers were willing to offer them exactly what we were going to list it for, and they were able to get a really good deal out of it. So we decided to do that. The Orem people, they got out of contract on the Tooele house. They wrote up an offer for my clients. We had to list the house on the MLS, but we were only on the MLS for 7 hours. When their offer came in, we accepted their offer, they accepted our offer, and we were able to do this pretty smoothly. Now, this was a complete shock to all of us. I had never experienced this. The other agent had never experienced it, and certainly neither have my clients. So this was a really fun experience to see. It just worked perfectly. I'm so happy for my clients because I have never in my 5 years of doing this see a deal that was so meant to be. They wanted to move here, they wanted to go there, and they're an hour away from each other. So the fact that this all aligned perfectly, there were a few hiccups here and there, but nothing too crazy. We were able to get it to work out and get it to the finish line. And my clients are happy in their new home. And we all now have some new neighbors. So go meet your new neighbors on Fireside Lane. Let's make them feel welcome because I know we have such a great neighborhood. If you are looking at wanting to sell your house or possibly buy somewhere, but you're not sure how to do it, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you because I'm your neighborhood girl.